Before the war, before it was occupied by Russia, and before the bitter battle that ended with Ukraine retaking control of Lyman, locals called this city the Gates of Donbas. It was an export hub for regional commodities like coal, sand, and salt. Now it is bombed weekly. Residents say they often don't bother trying to make home repairs because the violence never ceases. Lida, 85, shows us what's left of her top-floor apartment after it was hit by bombs.
This is my apartment. There's nothing left. Fire destroyed everything. The fire took it all. I would not have believed if I didn't see it.
Some residents say perhaps it is too late for Lyman to ever return to normalcy. Entire neighborhoods are flattened, factories are closed, and the railway, where about 35% of the population used to work, is no longer operational.
Before the war, everyone was working for the railway. It's hard now, sitting in a shelter waiting to eat. It's very hard. I regret that I didn't leave.
About 15 kilometers from Lyman and only a few kilometers from the front lines is the village of Torska, which is almost entirely abandoned. Ukrainian soldiers whizzing by say the town is still in full view of Russian fighters and frequently hit. Russian fighters also left behind vehicles, uniforms, and personal items when they moved out of Torska, and there is no one left to clean it up. A year and a half ago, Lyman had more than 20,000 people. Now the few thousand remaining mostly live in shelters, surviving only on the aid brought in from out of town.
They bombed the roof of the building and my apartment burned. I had to flee wearing my robe and slippers. I lost everything. Now I've been living in the basement since last year.
Ukraine is expected to launch a massive counteroffensive this spring, and Russia has built up defenses on the borders of the territories it now occupies inside Ukraine. Lyman residents say if battles return to their city, they have no resources left to help them survive. Heather Murdock, VOA News, Lyman and Torska, Ukraine.